edition of Black Matt's Black Legion blog. Today I'm going to be making a post about how to get things done depending on your environment. Guys, one of the things I do, this is my paint station. I'm going to showcase not only how I carry things around, but how I store things, and it makes a big difference in my productivity, I believe. Here's my paint station, and I was noticing the other day that I normally spend a lot of time here doing work, but however I've got a promotional work in where I have my own office, so what I'm doing is I'm taking a lot of things with me to work to get things done. I'll show you that in a second, but I want to just quickly pan over and show you how organized I keep my stuff. Over here, currently I have three armies. I've had more in the past, but one of the things I do, and I keep them all in travel chests, is because I move around a lot. However, if I know a lot of the viewers are teenage, but if you're older and you have a wife, or definitely if you have a young child, this can be a dangerous hobby because these can be, bad for children to be swallowing or whatever. So it is very easy to keep things very nice and neat and put away. Then your wife can't complain very much. Here, my Army transports, where I keep most of the vehicles or the odd-shaped models. They also fit neatly into a travel chest. Here, these are supplies. This is currently what I'm working on, and so whenever I work on something, I keep all the sprues together and the bits. There's just miscellaneous stuff in there. One more case I couldn't fit. All my sprays, and this. How I keep my bits in a Plano, tackle box compartment, and then also I'm going to just showcase over here. This is how I keep a lot of my bits. This is a note on the creative aspect. If you have so many bits and you've been doing this for quite a long time, you can't absolutely know everything you have. So if you're trying to make that obscure model, that crazy conversion work, a lot of the times you can get an old 40K box or a new 40K box and turn it upside down and pour all your bits into it, where you can look through them, and you can get this and you can get that. There's a couple dreadnoughts. One Fritz 40K gave me. Anyway, so back to what the post was about originally. I picked up all these paints over here for $1 a piece. They're Vallejo game colors, and I like them a lot. I like the quality of the paint. I know some of the professional painters don't like game color. I do. But the thing is, I'm really used to playing or painting with it. So that learning curve gets harder to deal with. As the older you get set in your ways. So what I'm really making my post about is this right here. This is how I travel back and forth from work. I know a lot of people use these. Some people even use them as cases for their entire army. Ultra Bob has a Tyranid army, and I know that he uses a large Plano, and Plano is a brand of plastic containers. He uses that. But this is how I get a lot of things done. I keep all the paints, relative paints that I'm going to be using. I plan my projects ahead. So with the army that I've been doing lately, I keep them in this box. And I'm assembly line painting a lot of the Chaos Space Marines, and I'm getting them all done to a very specific level, and I'm doing that on purpose so I can take a break later and I don't get burnt out and the quality doesn't suffer. So I choose a few figs, that I know I'm going to be working on. I get a little little whatever type of container, something that can fit in whatever you're carrying. Put my figs in there. I got all my paints in the bottom of my tool case. Got this is something that Brother Sergeant James gave me a couple years ago for Christmas, and it's all beat up now, but I keep my paints in it. Roll them up. Bam, done. Stick it in there. Got a tile that I use for, a little paint palette. Put my my little box in there. If I have any other things, I usually put my camera here so I can take pictures of my progress, favorite 40K book, whatever. And then the only thing you need, and that's something you can keep at work, is to work on your breaks or your lunch period is a disposable container for your water that you mix your paints with to get the consistency that you need. So, and then off to work I go. I have had a couple nightmare situations where I thought that was closed and it wasn't. I picked it up and bam, everything spills out. So that's just a note on how you can get things, you can continually make progress on your armies. It is, in a sense, work. People who have these championship armies don't just do it when they feel like it. They sit down, they plan out what they want to do. They decide how they're going to do it, and then they follow along what they've laid out, you know, and they continually work on it, and they probably do it even when they don't want to work on it. So, hope you enjoy the post.